in the afternoon, and here's what else is going on. Tim.
It's World Kidney Day today, and also, as we've heard, it's International Bagpipe Day. Crufts 2022 has started at the NEC in Birmingham. The Smart Content Summit begins in Los Angeles. The National Manufacturing and Supply Chain Conference and Exhibition, that started in Milton Keynes.
I've come over to Normandy for a few days with my VW T5. I've got a few things to do today and a couple of things to do tomorrow. Today I'm collecting some parts for my Citroen AX. If you've seen my videos of my AX, you'll see how terrible it actually was, and yeah, I just decided I needed a few new bits. So I found them here in France, and I'm going to collect those a bit later this morning. I'll put the video up here about the AX if you want to see that. This evening I'm going to be staying along the banks of the Somme, not too far from here, and tomorrow I hope to be cycling probably about 100k around Saint Valery Sur Somme, Le Courtois, and back along the river to the campsite. So yeah, come along and have a look at that, and I'll see what I can record. Okay, I'm driving along now. I'm just about to arrive at the place where I'm buying these chairs, these seats from, so I'll try and get a bit of that on video. I've never met the person before, but I'm quite looking forward to it. So yeah, let's see how we go.
Bon, merci beaucoup, Juliette.
Alright, so that went really well. I was really pleased with that. I met the chap there who was selling them. We had a chat about the fact that these were K-way seats and they were very rare, and he said that he'd managed to have a few offers of around €250, and he was quite surprised that I'd come all the way from the UK to pick them up for €150. So I was very pleased with that, and yeah, we did the deal, and now I'm on my way back to Abbeville. I've got them in the van. I'll show you that now. They need a bit of a clean up. They're more dusty and grubby, more than kind of damaged and split and worn. They're not very worn. So I'm going to get those cleaned up. Tonight I'm probably going to have to just take the seats apart and see if I can fit them in and work around that. Then I'll show you that when I've actually done it. Good morning. This is where I spent the night last night, just here. This is a small village called Boncoin sur Somme, and the mayor in the village has made these 4 little parking spots which you can use. They're quite good, quite quiet, quite a nice night. Just over this way, this house here, they seem to have a trainee cockerel, and it didn't really know what time it was supposed to wake everybody up, but it tried 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then somehow 9 o'clock, which was wrong. So yeah, it needs a little bit of work, that cockerel. When the mayor came to see me last night, she told me that the river was just over that way, probably about, I don't know, 100 metres that way. I can see somebody's decided to park just outside this little parking area, which is what the village wanted to avoid. But the river's just over there, and I can pick up the cycle path from there all the way to Saint Valery Sur Somme. So today, that's what I'm doing. I'm riding all the way from here to Saint Valery Sur Somme, back and round the Bay de Somme. So hopefully it should be quite a nice day, quite a nice ride, and see how I get on. Alright, so today we're trying the GoPro. There's not a lot of battery left, but I'm going to try it, and I'm going to try it in this new handlebar hanger that I've got for it, a little handlebar bucket. I'm going to see if the GoPro will ride along in there and I can pull it out when I need to use it. So this is the handlebar bucket that I bought. come along the towpath a few kilometres and keep coming across these little bridges. These are sort of single track bridges that take people over into the countryside from the main D road, Route Nationale, that's just up the hill just over there. It's worth remembering that this river is actually navigable to small boats, but today with the current there are no boats. This part of the river is quite rural. Just around the corner here, probably about another few K, we start to get into the little town of Abbeville, where we start to ride along through the industrial units. Just about every kilometre or so on this part of the meandering Somme River are these former grand houses. This one over here looks like it's mostly boarded up, but I think there is some sign of life at one end of it. I think someone's living in just a small part of it. Everywhere you look along the side of the river, all of the taller trees have just got tons of mistletoe, tons of it just hanging in the trees. Just coming into Abbeville now, just starting to see the houses and one boat on the river. There are a few people rowing as well. Alright, I just passed through central Abbeville and the cycle path was quite poor. There's some repair work going on and a bit of a, oh, here we go, see what I mean? Yeah, a little bit of a diversion. So I've done that and now I've picked up the main canal cut of the Somme, which goes all the way to Saint Valery Sur Somme. Alright, I said this was the straight cut of the Somme canal all the way to Saint Valery Sur Somme, and it is a straight cut. I'm going to show you that, and it's just a matter of grinding along for only 13 kilometres all the way to the sea. The landscape on this ride started to open out a bit now as we're getting closer to the sea. I think it's probably another about 5k to go to Saint Valery Sur Somme, and yeah, seem to be making good progress. Done just about 25k in just under an hour, so I'm quite pleased with that. So I don't know if the battery on this GoPro is going to last much longer, because the GoPro batteries are utter crap, and I've only used it for about 5 minutes on a brand new battery, fully charged. So here we are. I'm just riding in to the outskirts of Saint Valery Sur Somme, and then I'm going to switch to the iPhone. Okay, Saint Valery Sur Somme. I'm not sure how long this battery is going to last, but this is the end of the promenade at Saint Valery Sur Somme, and over there is the small village of Le Courtois. So I know I said I was going to change to the iPhone when I got here to Saint Valery Sur Somme, but I found another GoPro battery in my drone bag, which obviously I'd had charged up for some time, but it seems to have about 75% charge, so I'm going to persevere with the GoPro. But right now I'm going to get the drone out and have a little fly around Saint Valery Sur Somme. Alright, so hopefully we can get some of those shots from the drone into this little video. Let's see how we go. I'm going to start heading back now to Abbeville on the bike, and yeah, I will need to go and get some food and see how that goes. I think it's going to be into the wind, so it might be a little bit tricky, but I'll see you shortly. Alright, back along the canal. Speed's not too bad, 22-23k an hour. Got a headwind. It's only about 13k to Abbeville, so not too bad. So along the straight canal for about 13k, and I'll see you in Abbeville. Alright, so that behind me is the last sort of 20k I think of the Somme River, all the way to the sea at Saint Valery Sur Somme, and I've ridden there and back today, and that was a really good ride actually, quite enjoyed that. So Abbeville is that direction, I'm going there now, and yeah, then on back to the camper. Okay, I've just come into Abbeville town centre to pick up some bread, and it's really bizarre, there's nobody here at all. It's Saturday lunchtime. The cafe should be full and people out in the street, but there's actually about 3 or 4 people, that's all. This is really peculiar. There's normally hundreds and hundreds of people on a late Saturday morning, Saturday lunchtime around here. Must be to do with the COVID restrictions that are still in place. I'm not really aware of what that is, but you know, masks in shops is still a thing, but people in cafes, there's just none anywhere. Okay, leaving Abbeville now, back on the Somme towpath, heading towards Pont-Remy, and that's where I've got the van, just near there. So let's see how that goes. It's quite breezy in this direction. We can see the riverbank over there, some of the little boats that are moored up. It's all very nice. The river is looking even more beautiful this way. I kind of lost the wind a bit because of the shelter of the trees, but compared to this morning with the sunshine on it, it's absolutely amazing. Alright, I'm back to the van now. That was a really good ride out to Saint Valery Sur Somme. A little bit windy there and back, but it was alright actually. I managed okay. I did a 75k in 3 hours, so that's on target really for my 25k an hour with touring kit and touring bike, so I'm quite happy with that. And yeah, good ride out. So I'm going to pack the bike away now and yeah, just get myself something to eat, I think. Okay folks, that's the end of this little video. 3 days in Normandy. It's been very nice riding along the Somme. I hope you like the video. If you do, please consider subscribing, leave me a comment or a thumbs up, and yeah, hopefully you like this type of random content, and perhaps I'll see you on the next one. Bye.